BKF, the Black Karate Federation, to me, is not only a martial art organization, but if we look at it historically and compare it with the macrocosm of our society, it was the first civil rights movement in the martial arts, as far as I'm concerned.
Just about everywhere in Southern California, and they all came together. And you talk about some workouts.
Yeah.
And even Jim Kelly.
We didn't have that voice. And Steve Saunders talked about it lots of times. And you have to excuse me for calling him Steve Saunders, because that's who I came up with. I didn't come up with Steve Muhammad. I respect him, and I accept that his name is Muhammad. But Steve would talk about that he didn't have a voice during tournaments. When we started going, we had those 3 founders plus Steve, and anybody else, you know, Curtis Pulliam was there, and Carl Armelin as well too. But if there was something wrong, they would go out there on the floor. Now, see, of course, we didn't know what was going on, and they would stop the ring, and they would have a conversation with the arbitrator or the judges. And if they didn't get the right answer, they would look up to the stands where there's probably like 100 BKF members, and all of them stand up and go, you know, oh! And all of a sudden, it's okay, we changed our mind. We'll fix it.
My first black belt tournament, the first fight I had, I fought Al DeCostas.
Wow! Oh, wow!
Wow! And I went to Steve, and Al DeCostas had a name then, and I went to Steve and I said, Steve, I got to fight Al DeCostas, and I expected some kind of coaching. He looked at me, you better win, and walked away.